Let's dive into tip number 2, which is all about mastering the art of auto-syncing your audio. If you produce any kind of video, you have definitely faced the frustration of audio and video tracks that just refuse to align. Maybe you accidentally recorded audio and video separately, or perhaps your external recorder started just a split second after the camera rolled. Whatever the reason for the mismatch, having desynced audio is a major productivity killer that eats up your valuable editing time. I'm going to show you how I fix this instantly and fold it into a workflow that actually scales for long-form content. My go-to method is auto-syncing by Waveform, which is incredibly powerful in software like Premiere or DaVinci Resolve. Most editors have a keyboard shortcut for this, and for me, pressing Alt+T is all it takes to trigger those sync options. When that menu appears, you usually choose between syncing by Waveform or syncing by timecode. Waveform is definitely the favorite for most creators because it simply analyzes the audio peaks to find the perfect alignment. Timecode is undeniably cleaner if you planned ahead, but Waveform sync is the undisputed king of speed when you're in a rush. Here is the exact step-by-step process I follow. Import your camera files, bring in the separate audio, and select them both. Once selected, just hit that shortcut to open the sync menu, choose your waveform option, and let the software handle the heavy lifting. You can then easily ripple these synced clips into your timeline, or create a compound clip to keep your project organized. Why is this better than manually eyeballing every lip sync moment? Well, for starters, it is significantly faster and far more reliable. It even catches those subtle spikes like laughter or plosive sounds that are easy for an algorithm to find but tedious for a human. Plus, when you are juggling multiple camera angles, auto-aligning by Waveform keeps every single track perfectly consistent. Now, let's cover a few quick troubleshooting tips in case the sync doesn't go perfectly on the first try. If the sync fails, first make sure your camera actually captured usable audio in the first place. Sometimes the shapes just don't match, so try normalizing both files to boost their levels before you run the sync again. If you are struggling with a loud environment, you can always drop a manual marker on a clear transient sound to help the system out. Remember that if you decide to use timecode, your gear must be properly jam-synced on set to avoid disappointment later. Once you have mastered the sync, you can batch sync dozens of clips at once, which is an absolute lifesaver for long interviews. But here is the real challenge. What do you actually do with all that long-form footage after it is synced? Most creators spend hours scrubbing through 90 minutes of video just to find those few golden nuggets for social media. This is exactly why I started using AI tools to bridge the gap and automatically highlight the best parts of my interviews. While there are many options out there, like using text-based editing or specific NLE plugins, many of them come with a high price tag. Some tools focus on transcript-based removal, which is cool, but they don't always surface the most viral micro moments you need. Traditional NLE features are great for framing, but they definitely won't help you pick the most engaging moments for your audience. This is where a tool like Vizard fits in perfectly, because it excels at turning long-form content into short, punchy clips. After your quick auto-sync, you can upload your files to Vizard to let it automatically identify the highlights that will perform. It doesn't replace your main edit, but it layers over your workflow to dramatically speed up the discovery process. It hunts for energy, sound bites, and audience-grabbing moments, giving you dozens of options in just a few minutes. You can even use the auto-schedule feature to queue your posts, which stops the headache of juggling different platforms. With a content calendar in one place, you can tweak captions and swap clips without bouncing back and forth between apps. Think of how much time you save compared to the old way of manually finding, exporting, and scheduling every single post. Vizard focuses on getting you from long form to viral ready, handling the publishing so you don't lose any momentum. always keep a synced master timeline with the best audio because it makes future reworks so much easier to handle. When you upload to these tools, use proxy files to save time if your upload speeds are a bit on the slower side. Keep your file names tidy, including timecodes, so you can always trace a short clip back to the original source. Some people fear AI will make content robotic, but the best approach is to treat it like a hybrid partner. Let the AI surface the best moments, and then you step in to apply your human touch for tone and context. That gives you the best of both worlds, the speed of automation and the authenticity of your own creative judgment. So, to recap, use Alt+T to sync, normalize your tracks if needed, and then automate your clipping with Vizard. It is the workflow that gets you out of the weeds and back to creating the stuff that people actually want to watch. Let me know if you want to see a full timeline walkthrough next, where I turn an interview into a dozen clips in under an hour. I can show you the exact steps I use to avoid wasting time and help you get your content out into the world faster.